Hello everyone, and a very warm welcome back to my channel and to today's video, which is a kitchen organisation slash cupboard tour, I guess you could call it. But you may or may not know that at the end of last year we undertook a really big kitchen renovation. We pretty much altered quite a lot of the downstairs layout of our house. So we converted one of our garages and we added a utility room, and I did a weekly kind of renovation diary in the kind of process of that going on, because it was a good couple of months. It was actually nearly 3 months actually, and so I will link to those videos below if you'd like to go and watch them. They were sort of like renovation diaries. I also recently did a kitchen tour, like a finished kitchen tour, which I will also link to below. But one video that has been really highly requested is a kitchen organisation tour. I guess when you are thinking about perhaps renovating your kitchen, or even if you're not, it's really nice to kind of see other people's ways of doing things, I guess. So I should probably put a little disclaimer on. I'm no kitchen designer, I'm no professional cook, but we did spend a long time thinking about what would sort of work for us in terms of organisation and cupboard layout and things. So I'm just going to get started and show you our cupboards. So this is our kitchen. I might be a little bit echoey because I've shut all the doors, so it does kind of tend to echo. It sounds worse on camera than it does in real life, but obviously when you shut all the doors it does go a little bit echoey. I thought I'd give you a really quick overview, but I won't spend too long talking about the ins and outs of the kitchen because, like I said, I have done a full kitchen tour. If you would like to go and watch that, I will link to it below. But there's a couple of things that are worth pointing out in terms of cupboards and organisation. The first one is the kitchen island. So when we were designing the space, we really wanted a kitchen island. That was one big requirement that we had, because we wanted to have a really sociable space, but we also wanted to have it where you could store things in it as well. So I will talk about that more in a minute. And the other thing is the floor to ceiling cupboards at the back. We decided with this kitchen not to have wall units. So the previous kitchen had wall units all along here, and this was a window rather than doors. And I just felt like the wall units kind of made it feel a lot smaller than it was. And so I love the look of the floor to ceiling cupboards because it almost feels like it's a wall, even though there's loads of cupboards in there, and it just feels very fluid and it flows quite well. So they were kind of two big things that we wanted in terms of configuration of the cupboards and stuff. So I'm just going to go around and I'm going to show you them all. Hopefully this will be interesting. I have no idea. But this little area, first of all, is floor to ceiling cupboards as well, and the cupboards at the top, all the cupboards at the top work. I get asked that quite a lot, whether they're dummy cupboards. They do work, but we do have really high ceilings in this house considering the style of the house and the age of the house, so I have to stand on a stool to get to them. So at the moment it's kind of filled with stuff that we don't need to get to on a regular basis. So I'm not going to show you all the cupboards at the top, but like I said, they are all working cupboards, which is really handy. So this little area here is where we have our fridge, and it's also what I call our kind of snack area. So we have our fridges in here. We went for 2 fridges and 2 freezers. Having a freezer is such a novelty to me at the moment because we haven't had a working freezer or a large freezer for many years. So we've got 2 freezers in the bottom bit, and then we've got 2 fridges. So that's the fridges. Then moving on, this is kind of our main snack cupboard, I guess you could call it. So with our kitchen setup, we could have gone for the same coloured cupboards inside, this kind of trim, if you know what I mean, or we could have gone for wood, and I just really like the wood. So this cupboard houses all our snacks. These baskets are amazing. They're from IKEA, and they're quite expensive for IKEA storage. I think they were about £9 or £10, but they're really sturdy. They're quite large. They hold a lot, as you can see, and they're just really good. I think they come in all different colours. I want to say they come in grey and black as well. And they're just really good because obviously things still air in there and you can see what you've got. So I love the handles as well. They're really easy to pull out. So I'm really pleased with them. So we've got at the very top, which is very bare, we've got sweet snacks. Then we've got crisps. We have got fruit. And we have got vegetables. But like I said, we are due our food shop in the morning, so it's a little bit bare. But I really, really like these, and I just think they look really good in there. Obviously, at some point, maybe I'll have more stuff to go in the cupboards, so it might not be as organised and sort of empty as this, but I do really like this cupboard. And the sweet snacks are at the top, so the kids can't get to them. Then going down, similarly, it's kind of snacks, cereals. So we have got our cereals here. These are again from IKEA, and they're brilliant because it means that the kids can see them, they can get to them easily, because they are getting to an age now where they like to come down and make their own breakfast, and they're only a couple of pounds and they're absolutely brilliant. So I love those. Then moving down, we've got our biscuits. I've got a label maker. It's a Dymo label maker from Amazon, and I have labeled quite a lot of stuff just because I quite enjoy that sort of thing. And then at the bottom, it's just a bit of a nothing shelf. We've got some sweets that the kids were given for Christmas. And then we've also got these bags. So these bags are really handy in terms of organisation. We put all our vegetables in them, which means that they can air and we can see them easily. I got those from Amazon, and I'll try and link to things below if you would find that helpful. So that is the snack cupboard. And then I will take you over here now. So then our big bank of floor to ceiling cupboards holds so much stuff in here. It's just brilliant. I've almost got too much space. I don't really know what to do with it all. There is still a little bit of our stuff in the garage that we need to get out, but for the most part, we've got everything that we need in here at the moment. So these just have loads of space and they're really handy. So the first cupboard is actually a really, really random cupboard. It houses our boiler and our camera equipment, basically. So this boiler, where we're standing now, so where this radiator is, this used to be our old utility room. We have got a new utility room now, which isn't done, and I will, I'm sure, talk about that more in the future. But this used to be a wall separating our utility room from our old kitchen. So we've knocked it down. This used to be the door into the utility room, which is now a big kind of long window, and so our boiler just used to be sat on the wall here. So one thing I really wanted was to make sure they hid the boiler, because it's just not very attractive, is it? So that's now hidden. And then this is just a bit of a random shelf. We've got our cookery books. We've actually got a lot more in our office, but these are the main ones that we use all the time. Then I love having a shelf for all our camera equipment. I'm a proper camera geek, and I've never had anywhere to actually store it. So it used to just sit in a bag in the old kitchen. So it's really nice to be able to put it away. So here again is my camera bag. This is all like different wires and cables. I'll talk more about these boxes in a minute. We also put our laptops on here as well, and it's just a really handy big cupboard. Obviously not very kitchen orientated, but it's really good having it in the kitchen. And then similarly below, we have got another camera bag, and then all this is the kids' art and craft stuff. So I really wanted them, they love arts and crafts, all of them. So I really wanted them to have a place, now they're getting bigger, where they could come and get it as they wanted to without having to ask me. So these boxes are all from IKEA. We love these. We have these in our playroom upstairs and in my son's room. So they come in all different shapes and sizes. You can see there's a really thin one there, and there's bigger ones, there's massive ones, and they're just brilliant. I want to say they are the Kugis range, but like I said, I will link to them all below if I can. And so this drawer just holds, or shelf rather, cupboard, holds all the different kind of art stuff. So we've got random pencils, random pens, crafty bits, so that's things like craft scissors and paper and stuff. And then we've also got a huge big one of colouring books and paper. So they do have some arts and crafts stuff in their rooms as well, my girls do, but I just really wanted them to be able to really handily just get them out and play with them as and when they wanted to. So I love that cupboard. We have 2 ovens here. So obviously this is where we use the ovens and do a lot of the cooking. So a lot of our cooking stuff is in the rest of the cupboards. So first of all, up here, let's show you this one first. So we've got mixing bowls, and we've got our scales, we've got some like old jugs and stuff at the back. And then this box holds all my kind of things like my hand blender, my hand whisk and all that sort of thing. So they're all in there out the way. And then we've just got random things like our popcorn bowl and stuff, and measuring jugs up there. Then this cupboard has got my slow cooker, which we use all the time, so I had to have that really close. And then these are really good. They're from Joseph. They're not actually very well done at the moment, but it's a load of different mixing bowls that all go into one. I got those really cheap in HomeSense and I was so pleased. So it's got like a sieve, a colander, like measuring, what do you call those? measuring spoons, and they all fit together. I haven't done it very well, but they're really handy. Then at the top, this is all the glassware that we got for our wedding 10 years ago, but they don't fit in the drawers, and I'm really precious about them. So they're all up there out the way so they don't get wrecked. We don't tend to use those on a regular basis, so they're kind of stored up there out the way. Then moving down, this is where we've got pull-out drawers. So we were told drawers were a lot easier kind of to access. So we've got lots of drawers for all our kind of cookware. So all of this is where we put like our baking trays and oven trays and things. And then in this one, it's where we have all our sort of glass and kind of cookware type stuff, bakeware, which is really handy. So it's all really easily accessible. This is a warming plate. Obviously you put your plates in there if you want to keep them warm, hence the term warming plate. And that's where we put all our foil, our brown paper and all that sort of thing. And then in this one, we've got our pans. So we've got quite a lot of pans now. When we bought our induction hob, we'd never had an induction hob before, and what was really good is that we got the pans thrown in for free, which was quite nice. So we got a starter set of induction pans, and then we've got all our frying pans and things here. So I love those drawers, they're really easy to get to. Then this is my favourite cupboard in the kitchen, if you can have a favourite cupboard. So this is our pantry cupboard, and I absolutely love it so much. So I'll just go from the top. So I've got a load of jars up there. The mason jars are from Tesco. They're really quite reasonable actually, and they come in all different kind of sizes. So I've just got things like pasta, lentils, risotto rice, coffee pods, tea, flour and sugar up there. I haven't got anything behind them as yet, but I will do in the future. When I sort of think of more things that I need, or as I come across things I need, I can kind of get more mason jars and put them behind. And then here, these are really handy. So these are from IKEA and they're brilliant. Let me show you. So basically, they're little boxes that you can pull out, and they have a little handle, so they're really easy to carry. And again, they come in all different shapes and sizes, and it's really bizarre. I've got them behind as well, but it looks like they're made for this cupboard. They fit perfectly, but they're not. They're from IKEA. And so I have got pasta and rice there, sachets of kind of, you know, cooking-y stuff there. Essentials, so oils, salt, peppers, ketchup, balsamic vinegar, soy sauce, that kind of thing in both of those. And then, like I said, I have similar things behind as well. And then I really wanted one of these when we were designing our kitchen. So I loved the idea of having not too much stuff on the workspace and sort of having it hidden. So this is almost like a little kind of breakfast bar area. So we have our toaster, and the kids come down in the mornings now, they make their breakfast and they put their plates on here and use it all, so it's really good. So we've got 2 electricity points in the back, so 4 sockets in total, and it's really good. So our kitchen guy said that pretty much you can have anything in here bar a kettle, because obviously the steam rises a bit too much in a kettle. So we've got our NutriBullet in there, which is really handy. I'm having a lot of smoothies at the moment. We've got some knives, and then we've also got my husband's coffee machine as well. So I love that little area. And then moving down into the bottom cupboards, this is where the majority of our like food storage is, I guess. So we decided to go for all drawers. Obviously they all match, which is really nice. And this is what we have gone for. So I love this. I don't know why this gives me so much satisfaction. I'm really sad. So all our spices and things are in here. These little pots are from IKEA and they're brilliant. And actually the larger ones are from IKEA as well. And I just love them. So I've labelled them all. So I've got all the spices in there. And then I've got our stock cubes. So I've got a lot of like little kind of plastic boxes and things in this kitchen, and they're from a variety of different places, either HomeSense, Poundland or Tesco. So I'll tell you as we go along. But yeah, I love that cupboard, that drawer even. I think that looks really, really nice. And then moving on, just random things. So we've got lots of tins. They do hold kind of, you can do them like this, but we prefer doing it like that so we can see them better. And then this one, I don't think it's got anything in it at the moment. Yep, nothing in that one. And then we've got cereal and porridge and things in that one. That's more my cereals. And then we've got condiments and things in here, so all your breakfast stuff, so it's easy for the kids to get to. We have got this is all our breads and things, so crumpets, all breads and stuff are stored in there. And then this is a really random drawer. It's got my protein bars for when I get back from running. It's got oats, seeds, Snacker Jacks, all different things. And then finally, again, this one's a bit random. It's just got gravy granules, peppercorns, and breadcrumbs. So it's just really handy. We've got loads of space and it's just really good. So now I want to show you our kitchen island. So I wanted to also quickly say where our kitchen was from. We actually got our kitchen and all our work was done from a local company to us who we've used for all our building work, but the kitchen supplier that they used is Masterclass. So that's where all the cabinets and things are from. However, we have sourced a lot of the stuff separately. So for example, the worktops and the handles and things were all separate. However, the actual cabinets are from Masterclass and we're really pleased with them. I hadn't heard of them before. I would put them in a similar price bracket to, I guess, Howden's, that kind of price. It's more expensive than like Wickes and B&Q, I think, but we didn't get quotes from them. But less expensive than all the kind of bespoke kitchen companies like Duval or Herringbone or those kind of ones. But we're really pleased with them. Hadn't heard of them before. There's not many reviews for them online, but so far we're thrilled with them. So I will show you the inside of all of the drawers. We went for 6 large drawers on the kitchen island. We were originally going to go for a combination of cupboards and drawers, and then the guy that we designed the kitchen with said that you would really, really regret not having all drawers. So that's what we've gone for, and we're so pleased with it because I think cupboards, you have to sort of delve into them more, whereas with the drawers, everything you can see. So this is the first one. This is obviously directly below our hob, so it's got all our kind of utensils and stuff in. It's got my matches in there because I love lighting candles in the evening, oven gloves and things like that. So all these drawer dividers were from HomeSense. They're really handy. Again, that one looks like it's kind of perfectly fitted for this kitchen. And then what's really cool about this kitchen island is that we have 3 kind of secret drawers which come and have all our cutlery and stuff in. So this is all our wedding cutlery that we got for our wedding. Then we've got more sort of cooking utensils and things, random stuff like sellotape and all the sorts of weird things that you have in your kitchen. But I love this secret compartment. So that's the first one. Then moving down, this is a bit of a nothing drawer at the moment. So it's got chopping boards in, it's got more glasses that we don't really know what to do with. And then other than that, we've got some Tupperware. We've got a lot of Tupperware in our utility room. So it's mainly just the Tupperware that I use every day for Maddie's lunch. She has packed lunches a couple of days a week. And then more sort of attachments for the NutriBullet. And that is it in that drawer. Then moving along, this is our main drawer. And it's got all our like everyday plates and stuff in it. It's got another secret drawer with our everyday cutlery in it, and then also the kids cutlery. I got this kids cutlery from Amazon because they were kind of getting to the stage where they didn't need to use plastic cutlery anymore, but it's a little bit smaller and it's really good, although we've lost a spoon. I swear we lose spoons because the kids have yogurts and then they throw them away, and they throw them away with the spoons. But that might not be true, but I'm sure that's what happens. So yeah, everyday plates and pots and pans and things in there, and they're all such a good quality and they feel really good. I think as a disclaimer as well, I should say that we paid completely full price for this kitchen. Nothing was gifted, nothing was discounted. And there we go. So that's our wedding plates and pots and things. Plates and bowls and things. And that's there. We don't use that on a regular basis, but I love having that there. Then moving on to the last one. So we have all our mugs and glasses and stuff in here. It's a little bit of a mismatch, but we've got everything all in there. And then in this little secret one, we've just got, again, more kids cutlery, like metal straws, because we're trying to use metal straws rather than paper, candles. And then this cutlery, which someone told me about on Instagram, and I couldn't resist getting it because it's the exact same color as our kitchen island. It was from Georgia Asda and it was really reasonable actually, and I love them, but I'm scared to use them because we had some previous gold cutlery that really went horrible after washing it a few times. So I literally use this for when like people come over. And then yeah, so that's that one. And then finally this one, so we've got more of the drawer separators which were from HomeSense, and this one has got all the kids' bowls and different things in there, and then also just random bits that wouldn't fit anywhere else. So that's the kitchen island. And then finally, I thought I would just quickly show you this little area. So with this area, I'm a big fan of open shelving. So we've got all our sort of open shelving there, just as kind of like display. It's also where we keep our bananas and just random bits and bobs on there. And then we've got a little bit of workspace here. And then I thought I would quickly show you these cupboards as well. So this is where we have our kettle. So in this one, we have kids' squash and stuff at the bottom so they can get to it easily, and it's near the sink. And then we have these for red wines. So we got this from Amazon. It's really handy. It's just a little like Perspex wine tray, wine rack. And what's really good is that otherwise, obviously they don't fit in if they're upright. So it just keeps them quite safe and sturdy. And like I said, I got that from Amazon, so I'll try and link to that if I can. And then this is our dishwasher, not very exciting. And then under our sink, let me show you. So first of all, we've put a little bit of like, kind of, I don't even know what you call that. We put that down to sort of keep it safe, just so nothing gets damp down there. And then I've put a little kind of clear hook so we can hang that up, so that kind of keeps that tidy and out the way. And then all of my kind of main cleaning products are in here. So we do have our utility room that has a lot of other cleaning stuff in, but this is just our main one. This big box is from Tesco. No, this is from HomeSense, but they also do them in Tesco's, because I have got some from Tesco's before. And I think the brand is called Curver, and it's really good. They do really kind of good sturdy plastic boxes, which are perfect for storing and organising. So all my main cleaning stuff is in there. At the back there in that wire basket, that's from H&M, but I've had it ages. I've got all our tea towels. And then in here, it's not very neat, is it? I have all our cloths and things. That is from a company called Hemmer, and again, I've got loads of those in the utility room storing stuff. They're just little like plastic boxes, and they're really good. So Hemmer is really good for kitchen stuff. So that's that one. And then last but not least, well, it is kind of least, it's not very exciting, is we have our bins. So we have 2 bins. It's a real novelty for me having a bin that you can put away, because we always used to have a bin kind of outside. So it's quite nice to have an integrated bin. And we've got our recycling bin, and then we've also got our general waste bin, compost and things here. And then this is where we keep our bin bags. So that's it, that is our kitchen. I have no idea if that was useful or interesting, but hopefully that's kind of helped you if you're thinking about designing yours and thinking about what you're gonna do with it. So there we go. And that is it. That is our kitchen organisation and cupboard tour video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, it was a little bit random, but I had got quite a few people who wanted to see it. I guess it's quite helpful if you're designing a kitchen to sort of know the kind of ins and outs of what other people have done. So I really hope that you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions at all, leave them for me below, and I will see you next time. Bye.